Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Samurai Schultz, and welcome to the new year! I don't know about all of you, but I've had a pretty contentious past year with a lot of wins and a lot of losses. I've got some things to reflect on, and a lot more to learn from. I've come to realize that I'm learning very, very gradually. One thing I'm learning is that I can't handle my personal life, my game dev, my other job, all while consistently uploading 2 videos a week that I can be proud of. I was getting burnt out and I was neglecting my health and social life. This is kind of why I stopped uploading. I also just wasn't enjoying the way I was recording my videos. I didn't especially enjoy the game I was playing, but more than that, I was too stressed out to record most of the time. I have a perfectionistic mindset that I thought would enhance my creative process, but it mostly just hindered it. I was always getting irritated by the slightest flaw in my voice's inflection, or stuttering, or something of similar weight. I couldn't make jokes, or enjoy the things I was recording when I had this mindset, and I couldn't focus when I was neglecting my mental and physical well-being. So, here's what I'm gonna do about that. I decided around Christmas Eve that I was going to start streaming for my New Year's resolution. I didn't really know why I decided in my head that I was going to do this, but it became clear to me just a couple days later when something happened. I was in the middle of one of my first streams, and I started talking about how much I hated art in high school. I said that I studied realism in high school, and that I hated that I could never get my picture to look perfectly identical to the reference. I always wanted it to look photographic, down to the most minute detail. And it irritated me so much how most other people seemed to get it, and even though I was generally good in school, I just didn't understand how to do this. My concept of what made something perfect shattered before my eyes every time in art class when I had to try to create something that I knew wouldn't match the reference upon completion, much less upon starting it. When I was doodling during my streams, I realized how much I enjoyed it and how beneficial it was to me. Not because I'm an artist, I'm a programmer, but because it helped me to fight my perfectionism and the uptight, cringe at everything imperfect part of myself. But I'm learning slowly to let that bit of myself go. So some of my goals for the year ahead involve this mindset. Actually, all of them, because if I'm going to get anything done, I need to be okay with having a rough draft and then bringing it to reasonable perfection. First and foremost, I'm going to keep up my evening streams. It's been a huge boost for lowering my perfectionistic attitude. I was talking last night about how nice it is to close out the day with some low stakes fun, repair my mental health, and interact with my community. Not that I have much of a community currently, but more on that later. The first one I thought of while writing this is to get a working prototype for my game that I'm making, Hot End. I'd also like to familiarize myself with Blender so that I can create a model and maybe even rig and animate it, which I also have a course for in an account. It's for Hot End, and I know I'm not going to be able to find anything like it on the web, so I'd like to produce that by the end of the year too. A smaller and more immediate goal is to compete and have fun in the game jam that I'm doing with some fellow developers. We're competing in a boss rush jam, which you can find on itch.io using the link below. I'll definitely be posting a video on that. Another big goal of mine is to get 1,000 subscribers for my channel. One of the main purposes for this channel is for it to be a creatively social outlet for me, but I hope to entertain all of you in the process. I've lived some life, and I want to bring what I have to as many people as possible. I'll also be able to be monetized at that point, though, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how that works. This is obviously going to help further my goal of quitting my job outside of game dev and YouTube so that I can do game dev YouTube full time. My upload schedule is going to be about 2 videos a month or so. I definitely overpromised with 2 videos a week, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. Doing my stream will take up a little bit more of my already limited time alongside working on my game. But I also want to make sure I'm not stressed out by only having 2 to 3 days to script and play a game, edit, and then upload. This way I can deliver content more consistently and make it more enjoyable for you guys. I'll be doing some gameplay videos, probably some long plays, and I have some plans for a couple game design videos. So just to sum it all up, I'm realizing that I'm not good at working on game dev and YouTube, and definitely not working on those full time, as I just don't have enough time, and it throws off my work life balance. So, my mantra for this year is nothing is perfect, but I'm learning. I wrote, recorded, and edited this video today without focusing on mistakes, as a first example of my resolution to be content with minor imperfections. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.